Hi, I'm Ed Butler. I'm the current President General of the National Society of the Sons of the American Revolution. If you're watching this video, then you probably have an interest in the Sons of the American Revolution, which most of us call the SAR. We were formed in 1889. We have a charter from the United States Congress, and it was signed by President of the United States, Teddy Roosevelt. Now, Teddy Roosevelt was a member of SAR, and so were 15 other United States presidents. In addition to our national leaders, we have a lot of governors, U.S. senators, congressmen. We have Medal of Honor winners, people who have distinguished themselves in all walks of life. Our stated objectives are historical and genealogical. In order to join our society, you must be able to document that you have descended from an individual, male or female, who either served in the revolutionary forces or contributed to the cause. Each of our state societies and many of our chapters sponsor genealogical seminars which may help you document your relationship to an American patriot from the American Revolutionary War. Many of our members of state societies and the local chapters go to schools, middle schools, high schools, all over the country, and they talk to the students about the importance of the American Revolutionary War. They show the flags. These flags have great historical significance. One in particular I like is the one with the rattlesnake that says, "Don't tread on me." Now, that theme was used in Vermont, it was used in North Carolina, and it was used by several of my ancestors who were members of the Culpeper Minutemen in Culpeper, Virginia. We have many of our members who go to schools in their colonial uniforms. We call them color guardsmen, but they wear these uniforms to talk to the students. One of our objectives is to educate our youth today, and also a lot of the adults, because many people don't realize the importance of the American Revolutionary War. It was through the sacrifices of our patriots that we have our present Constitution and Bill of Rights. And those Bill of Rights guarantee us freedoms and rights that were granted originally by King John in 1205 when he was confronted by the barons at Runnymede. At our chapter level, we sponsor many programs to help the youth understand about the American Revolution. We have an oration contest for the best speech on a given topic. We have an essay contest that we sponsor each year. And for the younger children, we have poster contests with a given theme. Now, they come to the chapter and they have a winner at the chapter level. That winner goes to the state level, and many of the states give cash prizes for the winner. And then the national comes up at our Congress, and we bring in some dynamic young people speaking to us. The winner from the past year was a young man from Texas, and when his talk was over, I went up to him and I said, "Young man, I don't know what you want to be, but I'm sure you will accomplish your goal, and if you decide to run for governor, I'll vote for you." He was dynamic, and I was so proud that the Sons of the American Revolution had sponsored this young man. Another aspect of the SAR is we recognize outstanding citizens. We have awards for outstanding law enforcement officers, outstanding firemen, outstanding EMS, and then we have a catch-all that's called the Good Citizenship Medal. Now, some of you may have seen videotape on the national news channels. In Los Angeles, California, there was a burning SUV, and there was a 3-year-old trapped in that motor vehicle on the expressway. A man named John McDonald, just passing by, saw the situation, took the situation under control, went through the rooftop of this SUV and rescued this 3-year-old. Now it's going to be my pleasure to present him with our SAR Hero Medal. We don't pass out many of those, but when we do, they are well deserved. In the schools, we also recognize the outstanding ROTC in college and junior ROTC in high school. We recognize the outstanding history teacher at the chapter, state, and national level. And some of the things history teachers around the country are doing are just outstanding. You would be very proud of them. I mentioned just briefly our color guardsmen. They perform many functions in the community. Now, some of you may have seen them in their Revolutionary War uniforms marching in local parades around July 4th or Veterans Day or other prominent holidays. These gentlemen are very important to us. They're our front line. And they participate in patriot grave markings, celebrations, commemorations all around the country. Most of them dressed in uniforms similar to that worn by George Washington, our first president, when he was leader of our armed forces. Others wear the uniforms worn by their ancestors in various colonial militias. Some even come as backwoodsmen. And if you know your Revolutionary War history, you'll know that the over-the-mountain men walked from Tennessee to North Carolina to fight in the Battle of Kings Mountain, which was the turning point in the American victory over the British. By joining the SAR, you will honor your patriot ancestor. And I'm going to guarantee you'll probably learn a lot about American history. I know in my 23 years as a member, I have learned a lot about American history, and it's fun. We have an SAR magazine that comes out 4 times a year with many, many interesting stories about the American Revolutionary War. And our website, which is www.sar.org, you will find many, many stories about our allies. Many people don't realize that France and Spain were huge allies to the Americans in their fight for independence. This year we're running many stories about Spain and how Spain contributed to our victory over the British. We have a town in Texas called Galveston, and it's named after General Bernardo Galvez, who was leader of the Spanish troops. And Galvez led his troops up and down the Mississippi River, up to the Great Lakes even, and all along the Gulf Coast of what's now the United States. At one point, Galvez laid siege to Pensacola with 7,800 men. And at that time, George Washington's Continental Army totaled only 6,000 men. So many people don't realize the importance of the French and the Spanish assistance rendered to us during the American Revolutionary War. In 2010, we're going to start what I hope will become one of the most prominent aspects of SAR. We have what we call the Distinguished Scholar Program. Now, our Distinguished Scholar this year is a gentleman who teaches American history at the West Point Military Academy. He has sent out a call for papers. Other distinguished scholars all around the country will submit papers that will have peer review, and then we will have a conference. The SAR Conference on the American Revolutionary War will be held in West Point at the Military Academy. From that, each year we will publish the SAR Journal of American History, and serious scholars will know that we're serious about our history. Now let me tell you some of the benefits of being a member. We have a card that we give to our members which qualifies them for a 15% discount at Brooks Brothers men's clothing store. So if you buy one sport coat a year, that pays for your dues. Well, let's say you don't like to shop at Brooks Brothers, you shop someplace else. We offer discounts at every major rental car company in the United States, a lot of the cellular telephone companies, and many other merchants. So believe me, by joining SAR, you can get your dues back 2 or 3 fold. Well, you may say, none of that sounds very interesting to me, but I sure do like to travel. Matter of fact, I don't have time for SAR because I travel a lot. Well, let me tell you, SAR travels a lot. During my time, in my 23 years, I've been to France twice with the SAR, been to Scotland and England and Mexico. We have a cruise in Hawaii, together with a few days on land, presenting wreaths at the USS Arizona, USS Oklahoma, and the Punch Bowl Cemetery. Discussions are underway among several of our Western United States members to sponsor cruises from Southern California to Mexico, to sponsor cruises from the Seattle, Portland area up to Alaska. And I think that we will continue traveling, having a good time, and learning a little bit about history at the same time. So in summary, by becoming a member of the Sons of the American Revolution, you will educate yourself to the basis of our constitutional rights and privileges that we enjoy, that our ancestors fought so hard for. You will also develop friendships. My wife and I have met and made friends with people from all over the world. We have wonderful friends in France and in Mexico and Hawaii, and I think if you join, you will make friends that will last a lifetime. So how can you find out more information? Well, first of all, you'll find a lot of information about our society on our website, www.sar.org. If you want to call and just get some literature mailed to you, call 502-589-1776. Ask for whoever answers the phone to send you an application and some literature about our organization. I hope that this video has been informative to you, and I hope that I will see you as a member soon. Thank you.